Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
So I'm piggyback right here. I'm piggyback right here. What's up?
Piggyback.
I can't. Alright, well, I'm going this way.
I wonder.
Very much sinking.
That's impossible.
No, it's not. I think it's
The ship is
I thought it was safe.
Me too.
The brochure said it was safe.
Exactly.
False advertising. My dad's gonna sue the shit out of these people.
I sure hope so.
He's
Well,
literally
my
the president.
daddy.
No, they
Well,
actually paid
my
one
daddy
cent.
will not let anything happen to us.
My
I think we
daddy-
should get on the deck. Maybe if we speak to the actual captain, maybe we can get some clarification on what's going on.
We just need to find a worker. The workers do all the things for us.
They do all the work.
Every
They
time.
can
Yes,
clean up
but
the water.
where are we
Let's just
gonna find a
It'll be
worker?
fine.
We could go to the crew's quarters, but the crew quarters are usually shut down for civilians.
I'm going to sue the shit out of this place.
Well, I hope we are fine.
Well,
My dad would be very upset.
I think the best course of action
Daddy
is...
can beat your daddy.
I think the best
Your
course
dad
of action...
cannot beat my dad.
My dad can beat your daddy.
I think the best course
No.
of action... I think the best course of action, instead of fighting, is trying to find a way to survive this. Any ideas?
We steal the gold.
Yes, my dearest butler.
Wait, there's no gold on the ship.
Unless you've got a plan...
There's gold brimmings.
It's all shit in the ship is thing. You can't do anything.
I don't trust this kid.
We are oh so fucked.
Toss him overboard.
Oh so.
I'm not the one. I'm not the one.
Overboard
no,
you go!
No, you better not get close to me.
Guys, I think the best course of action we have is to find a way to escape. We can tell the ship is sinking from the head. You know what? We could just ignore this whole thing. Forget it never
I'm gonna
happened.
fucking die. Hello? If you ignore this shit.
Hello? Hello there.
Hello.
I fear we are sinking dramatically at this point. Unless they have a plan, which I hope following their plan is the greatest plan idea ever. We're gonna think. And I think that if I break the logic here... Okay, so lifeboat B is right under the codex. If I can manage to find a way off the ship before the third rocket launches, maybe, just maybe I can survive this.
You're having a grand old time over there, ain't you?
Wait, the starboard. I need to hit the starboard. The starboard lifeboats are the ones that get launched first. If I can launch the starboard...
We've arrested to die for a good reason. That's not a good reason.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You know it's gonna end up falling on us anyway. You know
You're
the
too hot. You need to cool down.
I'm following the rules of the protocol. You can't fight this fire, my
You're
friend.
on fire because of the fireworks.
I haven't even gone up there yet.
I saw you. Yes, you have.
I haven't gone up towards the fireworks yet. I swear the deck needs to be fixed. I've got a bad feeling. The lifeboats are already being launched, so we gotta move. If we're gonna get there, send the Morse code to any ship available.
Let me write my ideas right here.
Hello.
The wheelhouse.
That didn't sound good.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die. History man.
Come on, get on!
The collapsible? You must know what you're doing.
There's no time to hook it up. No. There's no time to hook it up, let alone flip it over. We'll just have to let the water carry us away. Now stay balanced. I have no idea how fragile this will be in the water. Oh, you! Come on! We're getting out of here! Come on, you've done it, Josie. It's time to go!
Why aren't we Titanic?
I told you, it's too heavy to flip over.
We're starting to move.
Hold on, then.
Alright then. This wasn't in the brochure.
It's dead.
I don't think the Titanic sinking was in the brochure.
Yeah, but you did that on, did you? Hold on. Water's gonna carry us away now.
We're gonna be carried away. A sweet escape.
Right. Now, hold on to your arm. We gotta balance this thing.
Okay.
That's it.
May God save us all.
I tried on this position. There's no one to play for. I had that chance.
There's no but do you really think it's safe for us to be right here?
Raise our lives!
She's going down quick, isn't she?
I was in the boilers when it happened. Already rushing in before I know it. Barely made it out alive, I did.
Should we try to save the others? There's no guarantee they'll make it out
That's out of the
alive.
question. Only God can save them now. Most of them are on boats anyway. The man and the
Hopefully.
captain will probably go down with the ship. God save their souls. Dude, you're about to fall off.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, you should probably try that. Cause like, I'm not being rude, but that kinda would ruin me. Cause when I've tried... The second funnel's gonna fall. I have a feeling something bad's gonna happen.
What gave you that idea?
Oh, just a sinking feeling.
What would it sing a tragedy? He used to shoot out and make jokes.
It's a tragedy, yes. This will be a tragedy that'll live in infamy. Long after she's dead. How were the boiler rooms? I just woke up from a nap not too. Ships can do this?
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, your constant clipping's turning me off. Please stop.
Sorry.
No worries.
Gotta help them. Gotta help them all. I hope. Do you ever think we'll be saved?
Help's gotta come eventually.
Yeah, but I just hope and pray it's soon. I pray that it's soon. Aboard the ship, there was chaos. As we watch it go down. I'm scared. It's beginning to take its... It's beginning to go. Good. I hope everyone made it out of the front section.
You know, this lifeboat isn't just famous for being the one that was flipped over. This was actually the lifeboat that was supposed to be one of the only ones to carry men from the ship.
Yeah.
First Officer Lightoller was in charge of the boat. Like, he and all the other men had to balance with their arms out, like I demonstrated. It's really prominent towards the back end of A Night to Remember, and during the montage of the lifeboats in the morning in the director's cut, you can see that lifeboat in the James Cameron film with Lightoller putting out his arms with the boys beside him. And behind him.
Murdoch carried the port side of the ship while Lightower handled the starboard side. And I've always found
I think you got them the
mixed up. Yeah.
Like, that side's the port, that side's the stern, and the boat was on this side. So Lightoller was in charge of the port, and Murdoch was in charge of starboard. Honestly, how the phrase "hard to starboard" was coined is beyond me. Because they actually tried to turn port to the iceberg and go left. I don't know if hard to starboard means turn left, but I don't think it is. I think it was a grammatical error on their end.
And you got to admit, it was one of the greatest songs on the soundtrack. That and
Hard to starboard? Oh yeah.
That one and what's gonna play next at the end of this. Death of Titanic.
You gotta give credit, like, I mean, this sinking map is infinitely better than the previous one, but I did like how the previous one incorporated a lot of the music from the Titanic film.
Yeah.
The James Cameron film. Specifically from the final plunge onwards.
Yeah, and that's my favorite part.
Like, even the ambiance, too, from the film.
You can hear bits
casual
and
feeling
pieces
that
of it as she goes up in the air.
Yeah, but this one is objectively better from the map.
Yeah. And
It does a lot more, has more interiors. And to think that one day this map will be completely replaced with an even better model.
yeah, to think that kids come to this world and learn about the Titanic is just amazing to me.
Or,
'Cause
just, haha, funny movie set, let's go brr, whatever it means.
Yeah, there were like a bunch of
Well,
kids
that's the sad
yesterday
thing
that
about
came
Titanic.
in fucking Halo outfits.
I mean, that's the sad thing about Titanic, though. It was pretty much 9/11 and Pearl Harbor before they ever happened. That
Yeah,
was so long ago now that a lot of people just aren't shocked anymore. And since the movie was responsible for everyone's interest sparking back up, everyone associates the ship with the movie. The first microsecond they hear the name Titanic, they think of the film.
yeah.
And because they think of it as a movie, not so much as a real event, people capitalize off of it.
This was my
That's
first
like saying
type
we
of
should make-
fixation.
One of mine too. But like, that's a sad thing though. Like, you don't see people capitalize Pearl Harbor the same way. Or 9/11.
I mean, Michael Bay did. Twice.
If you're talking about Die Hard, I wouldn't count that. I'm
No.
talking full-blown T-shirts and board games and whatnot,
Yeah.
spoofing 9/11 or Pearl Harbor, like Titanic does, with like Titanic ice cube makers, action figures. Like, dude, you can't capitalizing off of a tragedy is actually kind of fucked up. If people did it for 9/11, oh yeah, T-shirts of the Twin Towers, models of Twin Towers, like with the
I
plane.
mean, they
too. It's like,
technically do.
that would not go over well this day and age. And furthermore, the same could be said for Pearl Harbor, because it may have been long ago, yes. It's been 80 years since that happened. But you don't see people merchandising the hell out of it like it was nothing. Yet Titanic's still the one, because the movie was a bit too successful. And because it was so long ago that people just don't generally get the feeling. As a kid, I thought it was just a fictional movie myself. I never learned about the real tragedy until later. But even then, I couldn't fully grasp the horror behind it. But now that I'm older, I know that it's less of a celebration whenever the voyage comes.
Yeah.
More of a commemoration.
And it's sad. Every time I watch the movie, I just think of all the people that actually were trapped inside as she went down.
Yeah, the whole thing about whether third class was
The
fully
time is now
locked with
2:20
gates
a.m.
to prevent from going up. That's
Titanic
fully up
is
for
gone.
debate. Nowadays, people
Left
think that
behind are
they
hundreds of
didn't dare
people
go up
who struggle in the
themselves
water
because of
and
shame,
call for help.
rather than be blocked off by the
From
staff.
below, there comes the
Yeah.
sound of loud booms as the stern section, which is still not complete,
And I still think
begins to
Ismay
implode.
wasn't a coward.
Decades later, when the wreckage is found, that stern section will be
Everyone
almost
hails him as a
unrecognizable
coward.
because of its violent end. The conditions in the water in the immediate aftermath of Titanic's sinking are later described by Charles Lightoller.
Arguably he should have gone down with his own ship. Thomas Andrews did.
Andrews did.
All around, hundreds
Yeah.
of desperate passengers call out for help.
Andrews
But
was
there is
in the
one
first
thing-
class
It's too far
dining
away.
saloon, wasn't he?
Carpathia is still hours from Titanic's
knows?
last known position.
Because
anyways,
last I heard,
Ismay may have been a-
Unheeded into-
last I heard, Andrews was trying to get as many people to the lifeboats as he could.
Yeah. Ismay may have been a coward surviving the way he did, but there's one thing you cannot deny. Because he was the head of White Star at the time, he had a lot of information that most survivors did not. So
Yeah.
it's thanks to Ismay's survival that we know so much that we do. Even if the public at the time viewed him as a coward and the backlash. Coward as he may be, his survival was vital to our understanding of the tragedy.
And what's funny is,
We would
I
have been a lot
came
more
in-
lost if he died on the ship that night.
yeah, we would go through a few survivors, but there's a light hours boat
none of-
coming right now.
No, Lighthauler was on this ship. I don't know who was on that ship.
I
All
think
know
that
is
was
in the James
Murdoch's.
Cameron film. It was. I don't know. All I know is that in the James Cameron film, it was Officer Lowe who was on the ship, on that boat. I don't know who it was in real life.
It was probably Lower Moody. Because Moody woke up after it was immediately reported that all hands were on deck. That was around 12:40 when she started the dip down.
Well, because I have a soft spot for the Titanic film, I would personally imagine it was Lowe.
Yeah.
Again, should probably look into it before I assume that forever.
Yeah, we should. And it is interesting to find someone who shares the same value in preserving history rather than capitalizing on it.
Yeah. It took me many years. It took up until a few years ago to realize how fucked up it is to merchandise the hell out of
Green
this
flares
thing.
are spotted at intervals on the horizon, but there's no sight of
But it's
Titanic's
too late
masthead
now.
or navigation lights. Carpathia is only 12
It's too
miles away
old,
from
and people
Titanic's hidden
associate it with the
position.
movie that
She should be in sight.
ultimately,
Rostron at first assumed
it's the
Where
only
is
one
the
that has
Carpathia?
green navigation
If
light.
people were trying to do
But
the
at this
same
point,
thing with Pearl Harbor or
Titanic
9/11,
is already about
people
4
would
kilometers
cancel him
below
for
the
saying
surface
how
of the
fucked
ocean.
up it was to do.
When the light
Yeah.
disappears, he recognizes that it had been a
The
rocket
James Cameron's
or a
film is the
flare,
only
and
thing
orders
that's
that
keeping
Carpathia's own
all this
company
merch from
rockets
being
be fired
canceled
off
for
every
having
15
no
minutes
shame and
to
going
show
too
Titanic's
far.
passengers and her crew that help is on the way.
Congratulations, James Cameron.
Carpathia now begins to
You
zigzag
saved the
between ever-growing
only
numbers of
tragedy that had
icebergs.
the past. To
It
have
must seem incredible to
merchandise
Rostron that
in a
Titanic's
way
master
too
had sailed
cheerful
the ship
tone.
at full speed.
That's how
into
I
this
feel
dense
about the
field of ice.
Britannic incident.
Its occupants, having spent that whole dark, moonless night alone in the middle of the
I personally
ocean,
think the Olympics
stare
are
up in bewilderment and
underrated.
gratitude.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, the
Steel
entire
hull
class
and
of
tall
ships
red funnel
was
of a
named
Cunard
after
steamship.
her.
Yeah,
She
the
has quite
Olympic
interesting
class
quite a few
liner.
interesting stories herself.
And that night, she and her crew have achieved something truly
Not to mention, she
remarkable.
was the only one of her sisters that lived to be scrapped
And
not
what's-
meet their end early.
And what's ironic is, whenever people want to build a model of the Titanic, like James Cameron did, they went off the Olympic blueprints instead of actual genuine Titanic. Where are we? Where am I? Where am I? I feel like I just went somewhere. That was interesting.
Where we fucking were on rubble.
I can't even flip you off. I got a sword in my hand. Fuck you.
Ooh, who would work?
I enjoyed that.
I could say Shelly Ann.
I'll try it. No, it's luck. I don't know.
It's better, it's better, it's better. Just say it.
Also not another glitch. If you come out of the water too quickly, you'll drown anyways.
Just say it.